We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a
got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Go! Hut, hut. Let's go now. Get up. Ready, ready. Take go. Let's go. Ready. Go, Chad.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Tennessee Titans. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 29-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And bulldozing his way through. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield.
Touchdown, Titans! Chigakakro. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 29-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards there and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Levis looking to throw. He'll complete this one. Cockrell. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Commanders nothing.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Now Jackson back into his end zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. On the option right is Jackson. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he bats it away. It falls down incomplete. Well, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant.
And he will take this one in for the Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0.
Commanders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Henry up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Levis back to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jerk. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Washington! Austin Eckler, 55 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Levis sets up to throw here. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Levis to throw off play action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Levis. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on third and goal. Levis from the gun. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's Eckler again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
8-yard pickup. First down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Running on first down, Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Jackson on second down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Now Lamar changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And he's got some space here. Breaks through the contact. He's on his way. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, Eckler. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. On the counter, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Levis. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Inside handoff, Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Wolf on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. Staying on his feet. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught. This is White. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Handoff to Spears. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the
On the clock now, it's the Miami Dolphins. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up, the Patriots are on the clock. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. The New York Giants on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock. The Kansas City Chiefs, now on the clock. The Baltimore Ravens, now on the clock. It's the Bucks, now on the clock. The Chargers are up now. They're on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The Washington Commanders are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. With the next selection, the New York Jets. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Denver Broncos. The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock. The 49ers on the clock now. It's the Bears now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. It's now the Vikings' turn. On the clock. And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings. The New York Jets on the clock now. Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock. The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. The New York Jets are now on the clock. Next up, the Titans are on the clock. Next up, the Cleveland Browns are on the clock. On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. The Los Angeles Chargers now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. It's the New England Patriots, now on the clock. The Tennessee Titans are now on the clock. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. It's the New Orleans Saints, now on the clock. The Denver Broncos are now on the clock. The Bengals now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Washington Commanders. And now, on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. The Denver Broncos are on the clock. With the next pick, the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. It's the Buffalo Bills now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Rams. Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. The Colts now on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock now. The New England Patriots are now on the clock. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Buffalo Bills are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Browns are on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. On the clock now, the Baltimore Ravens. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders. With the next selection, the New York Jets. Now on the clock, the Texans. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now. The Jaguars are on the clock. Next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. On the clock now, the Buffalo Bills. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the clock now, the New England Patriots. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. The New York Giants are now on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. The 49ers on the clock now.